Y'all, let's talk about Fantastic Four because that was fantastic. I enjoyed the characters so much. They created a family that just felt so easy to connect to and that were so charming on screen. Reed, Sue, Ben, Johnny, Herbie, Franklin. I enjoyed every single family member and the role that they had in the family. Yo, the two uncles, Ben and Johnny, hilarious together and with the family. But man, we got to talk about Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. He was excellent. The scientific leader, the guy who seemed to have an answer for most things, but knew he didn't have just as much emotional depth as Sue Storm, who is incredible in this movie. Vanessa Kirby, man, she put on a clinic in this role. Not only are we focusing on the first steps of Franklin Richards, but we're also focused on Sue Storm's first steps into motherhood. The way that she keeps the team balanced. She is the core of the family. Even though Reed is the leader, she is absolutely the core and holds everybody together. She is the glue to the family. Oh, and Herbie was so cute and adorable. And like I said, Ben and Johnny were awesome. I really enjoyed Eben Moss-Bachrach as the Thing. I want to see more of him, man. I think we didn't get enough of him, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, but our first family was perfect, felt ripped straight out of the comic books. The visual effects were incredible. This city, the retro-futuristic 60s Jetson vibe they put us into, awesome. Felt like WandaVision a little bit, but also its own Earth. Just feels so self-contained in the best of ways to where, yeah, you don't have to do any homework, you don't have to watch any other Marvel movies, but I love that aesthetic. I love the colors, the bright blues and oranges and reds, and it was just a beautiful blue color palette with all these bright 60s like colors. The scenes in outer space, oh my goodness, breathtaking. I loved a scene in the middle that involved Silver Surfer, who was awesome, by the way. Julia Garner was excellent as Silver Surfer, and Galactus, so massive in scale, so much more frightening, and this massive presence that we just haven't felt from Galactus on screen ever. I really wanted a little bit more of them, though. I think Galactus, we see him, we feel the presence, we feel his threat, but at the same time, I don't think he's in the movie as much as I wanted him to be. But that's maybe my biggest problem, is I just wanted a little bit more. I wanted a little more Ben Grimm. I wanted a little bit more of the family together. I wanted a little bit more Galactus. This is maybe one Marvel movie that I think could have benefited from another 30 minutes. Between this and Superman, we're moving back to an era of superhero movies where they feel like their own movie and not just like they're threading all these different movies into one and all the multiverse and all that. No, we just got to focus on the first family, and I love that. Guys, let me know what you thought about Fantastic Four down in the comments. If I had to give it a rating out of 10, y'all, I'm going a 9 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Just wanted a little bit more. And let me know your thoughts, and we'll see you next time.